sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright.
Hello guys, so today we're going to be drafting out an infinity dress with an Ankara fabric. And for this particular tutorial, all you need are 3 measurements. You need your waist, you need your hip, and then you need the length of the skirt. And yeah, that is it. For the top part, it's going to be very easy. So I'll show you guys how to do that. But then let's go ahead and draft out our infinity skirt. So this is the front piece. This is for the front piece. I'll go ahead and chop down my measurements, starting from the vertical measurements, and then I'll take the horizontal measurements. Now the first thing you're supposed to do is fold your fabric into 2 like this. As you can see, this is already folded into 2. So I'll make sure I place everything perfectly together, and now I'll find out if this folding is going to be enough for what I want to do. To get your folding, your proper folding, you use the biggest part of your body, the round biggest part of your body, and you divide it by 4, and then you add few inches for sewing allowance. So this is it. My round hip is the biggest part of my measurement. So my round hip is 44. 44 divided by 4 gives you 11. So I'll place my tape. This is 11, and as you can see, I have extra fabric. So yeah.
Get lost sometimes and I can't seem to.
Okay, now so the first thing I'll do is I'll place my tape, and then I'll take the length of the skirt. So the length of the skirt is going to be 20 inches for me. So I'll chalk that down.
I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light.
20 inches is also plus hemming allowance 18, then 2 inches for hemming allowance. So I'm just taking everything together.
Show me love that I never had seen before.
Go ahead and take my hip points, which is 9 inches.
Right. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you.
So now this is the waist, this is the hip point, and this is the length. Go ahead and take my skirt measurements. That is my round waist divide by 4. I'll chalk that down. My round hip divide by 4, and then also whatever I get here, I'll take it down. Round hip. So I took 11. I didn't add the 1 inch allowance I added here. So this is it.
I've been trying hard not to go out of my mind. And all I need right now is for you to stay the night. So we can fly again. About all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you.
I went down by 1 inches, and then 3 inches. I'll connect this. So this is for the back piece. I went ahead and fold it into 2. So now before I place my my front piece on the back piece, I'll go ahead and take 2 inches for my zip allowance.
Sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I
Now I'll place my front piece from this line like this and cut.
never had seen before. Now, when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just
Now to take my proper zip allowance, on the waist parts, I'll go in by 1 inch. That's on the waist parts, 1 inch. On the hip parts, I'll go in by 1.5 inch. And then 5 inches below the hip, I'll take 1 inch. So I'll go in like this. This is on the hip. As you can see, the front piece is still there. So I'll indicate 5 inches below. And then I'll take 1 inch in. This is the 5 inches below the hip. And then I'll take 1 inch in.
all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I. Only you.
Yeah, as you can see, now I have my proper zip allowance. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. This is the back piece. It's been split into 2. Now I'll take this to my machine and sew on this part by using a loose stitch. I'll sew using a loose stitch. So guys, after I join, this is the back. As you can see the joining. You can see the joining. So once I was done joining that, I went ahead to join this to the front. So this is it, and I left out space here because this is where I'll be attaching the zip. And then now it's time for me to attach the band to the skirt. So this is what I did. I cut out 5 inches worth of fabric, and then I ironed it in by quarter an inch, or half an inch, and then what is left, I am going to use that, like I folded it into 2, and yeah, this is how I got my band. So now I'll be attaching this from here. I'll go ahead and sew this here like this. Sew it by the half an inch like this. And then once I was done sewing, I'll turn this to the front and sew.
I get lost sometimes in a kiss.
This is the part I'll be using for the top part. So now I'll go ahead and hem this like this. I'll hem here, hem this side, and then I'll hem one of the top this side. Then I'll leave this part open because I'll be attaching this to the skirt from this part. Once I was done sewing, this is what I meant. I hemmed the back of the fabric by half an inch, and this is how the front will look. And even at the back, you barely know that I hemmed it. So yeah, and then at the edge, at one part of the edge, like here, at this other side of the end, I hemmed it too. So we'll go ahead and attach this part. I didn't hem here. We'll go ahead and attach this part to the front piece of the skirt for you guys to see. Now even the zip too, I went ahead to attach my zip. I'll go ahead and fold this into 2 like this. So I will indicate here as the middle point of the skirt. Now we have the middle point.
All around you, you lift me off the ground, so we can fly again, so we can fly again.
All these parts will fit. Probably gets to decide.
I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now, when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I. Only you.
forget to hem the base of your skirts. Once you're done with this part, just go ahead and hem the base, and that is it for your infinity skirt. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be seeing you guys on my next upload. Bye.
I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. Now, when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I.